Thank you for joining in. It's always nice to have my friends with me this morning. And as we go forth this day, as I said, I'm in Washington, D.C., doing some advocacy work. What is advocacy work? Ooh, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you about advocacy. And it's really speaking for those that may not be able to speak for themselves. Now, in Proverbs 31, verse 8 and 9, the Bible commands believers to advocate for those that are oppressed, orphaned, widowed, and those that are most vulnerable, okay? In Micah chapter 6, verse 8, it says, act justly, lovingly, okay? So when we advocate for the rights of others, we're supposed to do it in a loving way, okay? And be justified in what we do and say. And we are supposed to speak the truth. The truth. And we are supposed to be disciples of Christ 24/7, right? So we are supposed to reflect God's mercy in doing advocacy work. Speaking truth. Isaiah 10, verse 1 and 2. You see that it takes faith to come before others, to speak in truth, and let your requests be known. And when you come in faith believing, God will lead the way, and he'll open your mouth and give you the words to say. Now, I have my talking points when I go into the senator's office. And God gives us talking points. We just have to utilize his word. And we know the word of God works. So I may be coming through at different points, at different times of the day, to show you how it is to be an advocate, to show how it is to speak on the behalf of others that voices may have been silenced for one reason or another. I consider it an honor to be able to be used as an instrument of God's will in this way, to bring about truth, to bring about change, so that better health outcomes can come about for others, and to even be able to travel into some spaces that others cannot go. So today, I say purpose in your heart to speak justly, rightly, in behalf of someone whose voice may have been silenced, so that change can be brought about in a positive way. Pray and see what the Lord would have you to do today as you go forth, because we know the greatest advocate was Jesus. He stood in the gap for us. So we should stand in the gap for others that may have been silenced. And then we have Moses. He was an advocate too. Really, yes, he was. And then we have, who else? Esther and Nehemiah. And now we have you. Do as God would have you to do. Just open your mouth. He'll fill it. Get your point across in a loving and justified way as you move throughout the day to make a difference. So I thank you for joining with me, and keep me lifted up as I go forth. It is, like I said, exciting. There are others coming from all over the country, and we will walk the halls of Washington, D.C., some Congress men will see, some senators will see. So it's an exciting time, as I said. So keep us lifted in prayer as we go forth to do a mighty work of advocacy today. And remember, stay powered up.